That's it. I'm drawing the line. I can't do this no more, man. I've been trying to find good, goofy movies to have fun with and break down on the channel, but for the love of God, if I have to watch one more movie like this or Ape vs. Monster, I'm not gonna make it to 20 years old. This is the last spoof movie I'm doing for a while. I need to cleanse my palate with some good shit. But if you have any recommendations in the comments, I suppose I might consider trying some goofy movies again. But without further ado, let's just dive into the monstrosity that is the Avengers of Justice.
This party totally just got awesome! Oh my god, it's Tony Stark!
Alright, so we're thrown into this parody world. Star Wars open, media references a bunch, yada yada. Our main character we follow is Bruce Kent, a mix between, you guessed it, Batman and Superman. As well, there is his wife, Jean Wonder, who, I don't even need to explain, and his kids. You can probably already assume the comedy style this movie is going for, but what if I told you that's all the movie has for humor? Yeah, they use the, hey guys, I just made a pop culture reference humor a lot, and not in a good way. I understand they are trying to do some self-aware humor, and more than anything, I'm just glad this movie doesn't take itself serious like some movies. But most of the jokes are, hey character A, which happens to be a mix of two superhero names, let's go talk to character B, who is also a mix of two superhero names, ha ha!
Stardust Crypto Tesseract Thingamagoo.
Nobody's talking to you, creepio.
Dark Jokester. Lisp Luther.
Well, if it isn't Ironing Man himself.
The main story revolves around middle-aged, semi-retired superhero Bruce Kent, who is struggling with a lot of personal issues. Bro is shit on by the townspeople, rejected from the League of Superheroes because he's fat now, and he's having issues keeping his family together. The arc doesn't evolve or go anywhere till the very end of the movie. I kid you not, Bruce fights with his family and goes in circles moping and crying to himself that life sucks for 90% of this movie. Just when the plot seemingly starts to pick up, nope, he sinks back into his recliner chair to cry some more. Oh, someone gets kidnapped? No, he's gotta argue with his wife some more. It's very long and drawn out, and by far the biggest issue with this film, besides its lack of humor.
Is that clear enough for you?
Then leave!
I'm not leaving. This is my house.
Fine, I'll leave.
What happened to the man I married?
Turn that shit off.
So we're introduced to a few new characters. We have the Dark Jokester, Lisp Luther, Thor Baka, Tony Starch.
Oh! Not good.
Okay, well, scratch Tony Starch off that list. Out of all this cast, unfortunately, no one puts any energy into the performances. Shit is drier than a piece of cardboard slathered in peanut butter. The only person who actually brought energy and gave an enjoyable performance was Bruce Kent's daughter. You can tell she's just having fun with this, and I appreciated that, cause God did this movie need some energy. If you're gonna do a spoof movie and have self-aware joke characters, they need to be charismatic and bring some life in. Out of all the people, the Joker should be the character bringing all the goofy chaos, but he's reserved to just saying weird one-liners and licking his lips. You can really tell who's having fun with this movie and who's not. I also really enjoyed the Mexican Captain America. Something about his line delivery was just so funny to me.
Sin embargo, en el futuro, cuando aparezca otra nueva misión, por favor, me das una llamada, me llamas. Que lo más seguro es que en ese momento, mientras tanto, it's been a lovely party, yeah. I wish you the best.
At this point in the film, it starts to get long, because Bruce continues to fight with his family, and the villain plot is reserved to, we're gonna build a big, bad machine. I wasn't expecting anything groundbreaking going in, but I was hoping for some creativity, and unfortunately, it's very far between when we do get some interesting stuff. But not to worry, just when I'm beginning to give up hope, like Brucey over here, the savior of the film comes to our aid. When I was talking about performance energy earlier, I forgot to mention the best part of the film. The wrestling icon Shawn motherfucking Michaels is in this movie and he carries, man. He plays the incredible Master Yoga, who is, you guessed it, a mix of Hulk and Yoda, who is also a yoga instructor. His character is by far the best because he's the only truly wacky character. It's implied he banged Bruce's wife, but regardless, he trains Bruce back to super bat form. And Shawn Michaels has surprisingly the best comedic timing out of anyone here. He even hits the sweet chin music. I'm gonna be honest though, the action is actually okay. It might legitimately be the best aspect of the film if we're talking about it seriously. Now don't get me wrong, it's not great by any means, but compared to the other spoof stuff I've watched recently, or even the Rush Hour TV series, this is enjoyable. It's at least creative and doesn't have an obscene amount of cuts. There's even this horrible yet goofy and funny Street Fighter fight scene. The movie desperately needs more eccentric stuff like this. It's written to be self-aware, but doesn't try to be goofy enough. So at least the action kept me awake when 90% of the movie is just Bruce moping around making very obvious, hey guys, look at this goofy guy, or look at these things jokes. So we get to the climax of the film, Bruce is all alone. His son turned on him to become the jokster's protege. His wife and daughter were taken, and the villains are close to making their death machine, or whatever the fuck they're making. However, under the training of Master Yoga and a little help from friends, Superbat and the Avengers of Justice are back. There's some fun stuff here and there. I mean, the henchmen look goofy as hell. They are basically just big dudes in clown wigs, and I could not give less of a fuck about Lisp Luthor and his plan. But I like this scene with the jokester putting everyone's powers into popcorn and he's planning to eat it. It's kinda dumb, but at least it's creative.
It's just a stupid popcorn maker.
Precisely. I eat your powers. Num 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 num. I eat them up. It's so good.
The crew saves the day with some questionable action. Bruce Kent gets his family back, and the movie wraps with some god-awful flying CGI and a very awkward slow-mo barbecue celebration. Overall, not very great. When I seen the poster and the fact that HBK was playing some green dude, I was sold this was going to be a very fun experience to laugh at. It was at some points, but it really did drag at other points. I need to take a break at looking for movies that are so bad they're good. I'm still hoping for the next great of the genre, but I might just have to wait till the Velocipaster 2. I'd love to hear any recommendations though, and God forbid you watch this movie, leave your thoughts as well. Hope to see you around next time though. Much love, peace.